the top 5 most bullish things for crypto right now. We have a top 5 list today. These are some surprising things that happened today, like this day, that will really surprise you, really bullish for crypto. We have one big bonus event that I want to explain in the next 5 minutes, and then I have a big announcement for you guys. Let's go. So welcome to the show, guys. This is the fastest crypto show on the internet. I give you everything you need to know in like 5-minute bite-sized clips. What I need from you guys is just to smash the like button and share this video if you get enjoyment out of this video. Please, for the love of God, do this, okay? So we have Bitcoin at $19,139. All markets are waiting on the CPI data, which is on Thursday. However, we have 5 events this week which are massive. But before we get to that, I want to jump into one big announcement. One massive announcement that I've been working on for a long time. I'm going to say something in Spanish really quickly. He empezado mi canal en español. I started a channel in español. So, tú hablas español? Check this out, okay? I just posted the first video today. The entire thing is in Espanol. It is Kale Show in Espanol. So if you speak Spanish, will you do me a favor for all my Spanish-speaking people out there in the world? Will you just smash the like button on this video that you're watching right now and go subscribe to Kale Show in Espanol because it's awesome. I've been learning Spanish for like 6 months now. I'm not fluent yet, but I'm pretty damn good. And so it's good enough for a channel. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm really pumped. So let's get on with the video, guys. I have these 5 events that have happened in the last week. Actually, this one happened today. Let's just start with this one. Google partners with Coinbase to accept crypto payments. Oh, this is an ad. Get rid of this. Google partners, can you see this? Google partners with Coinbase to accept crypto payments for cloud services. The tech giant will use Coinbase's custody service, Coinbase Prime. Number 1, Coinbase Prime is awesome. But number 2, this is huge news. Okay, we have Google getting into crypto in any way, shape, or form. That is massive. If this was, last year, this would have sent the price of Bitcoin up $5,000. Obviously, it's a bear market, so literally nothing happened. But this is still big news. So number 1, there's the first 2 things. I have 5 things that are really bullish, right? So the first 2 things are related to adoption. In order to grow crypto, what do we need? We need, number 1, we need supply and demand to work in our favor, right? With Bitcoin, we have a fixed supply check. There's not going to be any more than 21 million Bitcoin. But in order for the price of Bitcoin to go up, just like with any other thing in business or in life, we need demand to go up, right? So demand comes from adoption, and adoption comes when a larger percentage of the population starts using crypto. And I don't know about you guys, but I use Google every single day. Okay, so when Google partners with Coinbase to accept crypto payments for cloud services, you better believe that adoption is coming and that Bitcoin has a bright future. The next one that happened today, America's oldest bank, this is in the Wall Street Journal. This is not in some little magazine. America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, will hold that crypto now. BNY Bank now has the keys to crypto. They're going to hold crypto for people, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think a bunch of other coins, and they're going to actually custody crypto for people. So when I'm talking about adoption, guys, this is huge. This is going to make it so much easier for people in the real world to hold cryptocurrency. Once again, if this would have been a bull market, Bitcoin would have went up $5,000 today just on this news. And we had both of these humongous newses today. Absolutely crazy, right? So we have 2 amazing adoption newses. I can't even speak English anymore. I got the Spanish channel and I can no longer, no hablo inglés ahora, hoy, anymore. También, todavía. The next one, guys. So I have 2. So those are the 2 adoption ones, right? And I have 5. I have 5 things that are super bullish. I actually just gave away the first 2. So the next one that I have is for the war. Okay, for the war, and I talked about this in yesterday's video. Go watch yesterday's video if you haven't watched this yet. But I talked about how the only 2 things that really matter right now are for the price of Bitcoin are inflation data and this war. And so today I woke up and I was thinking, I think this war is going to be over. I really do think that this war is going to be over soon. And the reason for this is because of elections. And I know I talked about this yesterday, but think about how incredible it would be, how much of a win it would be if the Democrats in the United States could say in the next few weeks, we got peace in Russia. Think about how amazing that would be for voter turnout, right? That would be a huge victory. So I think that Biden and the Democrats are going to look for a backdoor deal here with Putin to end this war before elections. Now, I don't know if this will happen. We're dealing with people that we can't control, right? And we have crazy stuff happening. However, I think there's a higher likelihood than people think that this could happen. And I'm telling you right now that if this war is over, in the next month or so, Bitcoin is going to go to $30,000 in literally one day. Okay, it's going to be like an instant candle to 30K. And I, for one, am very excited to see that happen. So that would be amazing. So that's number 3. That's a really bullish thing that could happen just because of political reasons, guys. The next one is this. I put this tweet out. This time, once the money printer turns back on, it can't be turned off. Hello, yield curve control. Hello, darkness, my old friend. So what happened is a couple weeks ago, you guys remember that the UK central bank, decided that, nope, we're not going to slow down the money printer. We're actually just going to print more money. And so now, as of today, many UK pension funds feel that the intervention in the bond market should be extended to October 31 and possibly beyond. Okay. So what this means in plain English is that the Bank of England turned the money printer back on and now they can't turn it off. They are propping up the bond market. They are holding up the bond market in England, and they are never going to be able to turn this money printer off. This is called yield curve control. This is the like the boss level. You guys play video games? Like you get to that last level of the game and you have to play the boss, the most badass guy, right? This is that. Once a bank starts yield curve control, which is propping up a bond market, this is the end game. They have to keep printing. And so when you see this in real life, this is actually happening in real life right now. Everyone had always said yield curve control, but it was kind of like a boogeyman, right? This was not actually going to happen. It was just Bitcoin maximalists saying this. This is really happening right now, guys. And so when I see this happening in UK, it's just a matter of time before this happens in Europe and it happens in the United States. And so again, this is my number 4 bullish news today, because the money printer will go burr. This is just a preview. This action by the UK pension funds and the UK central bank is a preview of what's about to happen here. So we know the money printer is going to go burr, and we know that Bitcoin will go up if the money printer goes burr. Does that make sense? Number 4, we actually have a pivot. I can sniff it. I can smell a pivot. If you guys don't know what a pivot is yet, it just means that the Fed, this lady is the vice chair of the Federal Reserve, the people that make the money printer go burr, okay? And so the markets, in order for the markets to go up, they want a pivot. If we get a pivot, okay, I'm going to explain this very quickly and then I'm going to be done. A pivot means that instead of interest rates, okay, this is interest rates. Instead of interest rates going up, they will either pause or they will go down, okay? And so if the markets get this right here, if the markets get either of these, this one or this one, a pause or interest rates go down, everything will go back up. Bitcoin will go to 30K, right? And we have the first time in weeks where the Federal Reserve, this is the vice chair, Brainard, she says, we're offering a case for caution as the Fed hikes rates aggressively. She also said, here, Brainard warned that lags in policy could impact the economy in the months ahead. Another member of Fed said, Evans said that front loading was a good thing, but overshooting is costly too. So finally, let me summarize in plain English. Once again, the Fed is starting to realize that they are slamming on the brakes too hard. They are going to need to pivot. They are going to need to slow down in order to not break the world economy. And they're starting to recognize this in their speeches. So we have, not only do we have, let me just summarize. We have global adoption, Google. We have freaking BNY Mellon, the oldest bank in the United States, hosting crypto. We have adoption. We have an end in sight for the Russia war. Hopefully, prayers up for that. Finally, we have the money printer turned on and never turning back off. And finally, we have a pivot on the horizon. And I told you guys I had a bonus for you at the end of the video. Smash the like button if you like this, because I think you're going to like this. Big bonus, one bigger bonus thing. The CPI data that comes out this Thursday, remember how I said that it's politically favorable for the government to get an end to the war? What I also think, and this is a conspiracy theory, so let me know what you think. I think that CPI number is totally made up. It's totally made up by the people in power. And so you got to think about this, guys. We have an election in 1 month. That inflation data, if it comes out below expectations, will send everything to the moon. We'll have a great month. Everyone will feel better. Inflation's coming down. The markets are going up. That is really good for voter turnout. Okay, so it is my opinion that this made-up number that the government controls is going to come in under expectations. Markets are going to rip, and October is going to be a great month. That's what I got for you. Go check out the Spanish channel. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.